Good morning, friends. Diana here from Garden Love. Today I decided to start propagating some string of bananas and some fire sticks that I had laying around, and that's what we're going to do today. There's not much to it, but I want to share the process and do a little time lapse as I go. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So glad you're here. Here at Garden Love's Homestead, you're going to see a variety of videos of propagation, growing fruit trees in containers and in the ground, growing vegetables, and a lot more other things. If you've been here a minute, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. As you guys know, I love to propagate these string of bananas, and this will be my first time propagating these fire sticks that I'll show you guys in a minute. But let me tell you guys a little bit about this propagation in case you haven't done it before. For me, the string of bananas are about just the easiest thing to propagate. Here in Southern California, we have a lot of heat, there's a lot of sun, so these string of bananas love to be in moist soil, love to have a lot of water. I've gotten comments in the past asking me how come my string of bananas are so chunky and so full. Well, that's because I give them plenty of water and plenty of sun. Now these are so resilient. You can have them in shade, you can have them in sun, you can have them in dry soil with just a little bit of water, or you can have them in wet soil with tons of water. They do just fine in either condition, and that's why for me it's been so easy to propagate them and grow them. If you see some of my videos where I'm growing fruit trees in containers, I stick one of these string of bananas in just about every pot that I have, and they get super full. They grow so amazing, and I just take cuttings all the time. I do have tons of videos and tutorials on how to propagate them, but just to put it in simple terms, basically you just take a little cutting and stick it in the soil and wait for it to grow. The next thing I'm going to propagate is actually these fire sticks that I took cuttings off from a park. I asked for permission and they granted it to me. I've had them for a minute. I let them callus over. A lot of comments I get is, how come you don't let your string of bananas callus? You just go ahead and put them in the soil. It's worked perfectly fine for me. If you do live in a place where there's a lot of humidity and a lot of rain, I highly recommend you do let them callus over. But here in Southern California, we get so much sun and so much heat that actually they do better when you put them in the soil right away, because they do want to absorb some of that moisture and they start rooting with the heat, and they do just fine. But since I've never propagated these fire sticks, I decided to just give them a time to callus and let's see how they do. As you can see, it was fairly easy to do all of this. It's just a little time consuming, but I really enjoyed it. Here we are, friends, my propagation station. As you guys can see, my fire sticks are down there. I just watered them this morning. I let the water sit at the bottom so it could soak it up, and with the heat of the day it evaporates, so I don't worry about them sitting on water, because these dolphin tails or banana string of bananas, they love water. Here in California, in Southern California, it's been my experience that if I want them to be completely chunky like this, I need to give them plenty of water. They do well without a lot of water as well. They're very resilient plants, but if I want them to get full, I definitely give them a lot of water. As you guys can see, look at these. These don't have roots. They've only been here about a week and a half, but these have been here for about 2 months, and look at these. They're all full of roots. Let me show you another one over here. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Super easy to propagate, and I plan on doing a lot to give away and maybe have a little before the Christmas season or Thanksgiving season sale here at my homestead, along with other vendors who might want to sell other items that are handmade or crafts, and I'm going to be selling these. These are my fire sticks. This is the first time I propagate these, so I will keep you guys updated on how well they're doing, if they're rooting, and any tips or anything that I've noticed while doing this process. So hopefully they root and I can sell those as well. So I did a different method with these. I just put 1 or 2 long sticks of cuttings. With these I put like 3 to 4, even 5 sticks of cuttings, hoping that they can get bigger and bushier a lot sooner. That way when I do sell them, I'm selling, instead of something little like this, I'm selling something a lot fuller like this. See how this one's pretty full and it has a long stem, but look at that, that came from the bottom of the cutting. So the more cuttings I put into the little cup, I figure that the more fuller it's going to be. So it's a new method. I'll let you guys know how it works out, if this works better than this one or this one works better than that one, or if they both work just fine. So I'll keep you guys posted. I just felt like propagating one day and this is where I ended up. I have these trays. I plan on doing more as the season goes, especially because all my string of bananas that I have in my pots, my chickens are eating them, so I'm left with just little sticks. So I'm chopping them down and using those for cuttings, and I'll show you that in the future when I have those empty stems for cuttings. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Just a simple video. There's a lot going on here at the homestead and I'm recording what I can when I can, and this was something that I just felt like doing. I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna propagate today, and here, this is where I end up. I hope that you guys plant something today, you guys grow something, create something beautiful and something useful. You guys have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.